What's up? Video blog number 1. Joined today with my main man, Huckleberry. You obviously, if you follow me on social media, you see Huck all the time, but I wanted to talk to you today about accountability. So Wednesday morning, my alarm goes off at 4:45. The last thing I wanted to do is get up and go run. Literally the last thing I wanted to do. All I wanted to do was sleep a little bit longer. But kicker for me is I had 2 friends waiting for me at the track, Mama Cat and Jason. They had agreed to run. So Wednesday mornings we'd set the commitment that we'd start running, so I would be ready for the CED 5K in September and the half marathon in Vegas in November. So I'm sitting there laying in bed. I'm sure many of you guys can relate to that, of wanting to hit the alarm, hit the snooze button and just sleep, or turn the alarm off, or even, not even gonna lie, the thought went through my head to text both Jason and Kat and say, hey, not gonna make it this morning, didn't sleep well. Sleep felt so much better. But I had 2 things working against me hitting the snooze. One, I had friends and people relying on me to be there. Now, they didn't need me to be there to get their workout in, but I'd already told them I'd show up. I told them I would be there to run, and so they were counting on me and holding me accountable. 2, I've got a race in less than a month. That's right, I've got a 5K coming up and then a half marathon, and I have not run more than a mile on my foot. You can almost see my little baby legs. If you can tell a difference between my 2 little baby legs. One, I tore my Achilles just under a year ago. And so this is going to be the big push. That's why I signed up for the races, is to challenge myself, to get out of my comfort zone, to start building that leg muscle back up. I hate running, but I knew this was the only way to get better. So let's compare that to Thursday. Thursday morning, my alarm goes off. I'd planned to get up and go to the gym by myself. I was going to get some shoulder work, some back work in. Didn't have anybody meeting me there. And I bet you can guess what I did. I hit that snooze button. That's right, I actually turned off the alarm and slept till about 7 o'clock, way out of my normal routine. And so I started thinking about, why was I so proactive Wednesday morning when I didn't want to get up, it was earlier in the morning, versus Thursday morning when I just hit the snooze and gave in. And so I've come to realize, and it just hit me in the face, something I've always known. There's 2 key pieces to being successful at pursuing goals. One, you got to have accountability. You got to have that accountability. For me, running is my accountability. I have Kat, I have Jason, I have people I'm going to meet at the track. When I go to MAC, when I go to my group classes, I'm texting my buddy Charlie and telling him, hey, I'm going to be there. You going to be there at the 6 o'clock class? He's like, yeah, cool. So when my alarm goes off and I start thinking about snoozing, I remember Chuck's going, if Chuck's going to put in the work and get his sweat on, then I've got to do the same. And 2, you got to set those big goals. So for me, I've got some health and fitness goals. I definitely dropped the ball when I tore my Achilles. I wasn't eating as clean. I obviously wasn't active. And so I've set some fitness goals that I want to crush this summer and going into the fall. And the same as I set the race. I signed up for the races. I committed myself to running those races. And so knowing those 2 things, I had to get myself out of bed. I had people relying on me to get there, to run with them. And then I had big goals. Like, I can't show up on race day and not finish the race. So there were other people going to be there. There were things that were going to hold me accountable. So how does that work to you? What are you thinking about this week? What are you struggling with, going through, that you're like, man, I just can't get up? Whether it's you're hitting the snooze button, whether you're putting off writing a book or a blog or something you've talked about. Heck, maybe you're like me and you're just now wanting to pick up the video and start some video blogging. What for you is that? So how do you get around that? How do you finally start taking steps toward that? How do you start taking steps toward that? I'm going to encourage you to do 2 things this weekend. 2 easy things that you can knock out. 1, I want you to get some accountability. I want you to find someone. Find somebody you can work out with. If you don't know anybody at your gym, go in intentionally this week, walk up to a stranger, get to know them, start a conversation. I'm not telling you to go hit on somebody. I'm telling you to go start a conversation. Say, hey, listen, I want to get better at working out. I want to be more consistent at working out. I see you up here. Would you just hold me accountable? Will you be someone that, hey, when you see me walk in the gym, just say hi, so that I know in the back of my head, if I don't get up and go to the gym, that you're going to be disappointed. And that's why we need accountability. And 2, I want you to set big goals. You got to have something that you're aiming at, that you're working toward. Sign up for a race. Heck, come join one of our CED races. Sign up for a fitness competition. Sign up at a new gym. Do something to get out of your comfort zone. Write a book. post on Facebook this weekend, hey, I'm going to start a blog. Put it out there so everyone sees it. So now you've got your big goal, you've got your accountability, and you got something to work toward. Don't be like me. Don't hit the snooze button on Thursday morning. Get up like Wednesday, get to that track, because you always feel better after you're getting it done. Y'all keep competing. Have a great weekend.